Well, hello everybody. What's this? What's this? There's people all around. What's this? Is something snow. We're talking about Nightmare Before Christmas today. Also, welcome back everyone. My name is Matt and I have 2 degrees and this is the Teacup for One Movie Club back for another season. This month's movie marathon, since it's November, kind of the weird month. That's not exactly Halloween, not exactly Christmas. This month's theme is debatable Christmas movies. Unconventional Christmas movies that some people say are Christmas and other people say are not. And what better film to usher in this holiday season and just kick off this marathon than Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, which he didn't even direct. Like, it's not his movie, but it's kind of his movie, but like it's not his movie. So today we're here to discuss the film that has kept Hot Topic in business for 20 plus years, or the film that Hot Topic has kept popular for 20 plus years. Tomato, tomato, chicken, egg. Who's to say? All right, so we have a very exciting lineup of guests for this evening. Who am I going to start with? Let's see. Oh, they don't know. They don't know who it's going to be. It's Lisa, everybody. Hi, Lisa.
Everyone. How's it going?
Good. Welcome back.
It's been so long.
I know. It hasn't been that. It's been like 2 weeks, maybe 3.
It feels long.
I know. I went to another country and came back. Woo, Disney trip.
Woohoo! How was that?
It was amazing. I've already uploaded my first video from the trip, which was the Halloween party, and like no one's watched it. Well, I mean, 70 people have watched it, which sounds like a lot, but like it's not.
If 70 people walked into your storefront
it's true.
to buy something you were selling, that would be a lot of people.
That's true. That would be a lot of people. I think it's because Halloween is over and all the videos people wanted to see about this party were watched in August when the party started.
Right.
See, for me, I was like, I want to go close to Halloween because I was thinking personally and not in terms of what would be good for my channel. And so I thought I'm happy with how the video turned out, but maybe people will see it next season. But anyway,
next season, as long as you had a good time.
I did. And you know, part of the reason I had a good time was because I did not meet Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. And no, now hear me out. It's twofold. The first fold is because they're so popular that like to meet them is sometimes like a 3-hour line, and it's a 5-hour party. Oh. So I wasn't going to spend like, what percentage is that? 60% of the party waiting in line to meet Jack and Sally. Second is that the Jack costume's weird. He looks like an alien. Like the eyes are too big. The proportions are all off. Now, granted, I know no human is built like Jack, but they could still do better. Cosplayers have done better.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we go. But anyway, here we are. So Lisa, what's a good opening question? What is your nightmare pertaining to Christmas?
What is my nightmare pertaining to Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Very deep.
I've never thought of this. This is like such a deep psychological question.
I know. That's how we roll here.
I mean, as a kid, I had like this weird nightmare where like my parents disappeared. So that could be a nightmare before Christmas.
That would be a nightmare before Christmas.
That would be sad because I mean, I was an only child and like, you know, they would give me gifts. So the fact that they disappeared in my dream prior to Christmas would be very sad for me and for the lack of gifts.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like a lack of gifts and disappearing parents. Actually, the whole Grinch situation is rather nightmarish. If you just imagine you wake up and like the gifts are gone, and doesn't he steal parents too? If not, he should have.
I don't know. I mean, I was never scared of the Grinch because I love the color green, and the fact that he's all green was like very up my alley.
Good.
But like, yeah, no, I feel like losing something is very scary. So I don't know.
All right. Well, there'll be more to discuss with nightmares and Christmas and all the things. Now, making his debut on the channel, everyone. Few of you know him, but you will. It's Connor, everybody.
Hey.
Look. Hi, Connor.
What's up? How's it going?
It's good. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, glad to be here.
I know. I'm so excited to have you. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Also, about the Grinch is he's environmentally friendly, so that's a plus.
Wait, what? How? Why?
He eats garbage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll do it. That'll do it. So Connor, since you're new here, tell us who are you?
I am a human man. I'm an actor. I was how I met Matt was I was in his Much Ado About Nothing.
That's not what the play was, Connor.
I don't know why I said that. There's a lot of plays that start with M. Midsummer Night's Dream, and yeah, that was fun. And also been friends with Alex for a while. So yeah.
Yeah, and Alex couldn't make it tonight, so Connor's his understudy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to be Alex.
Yes.
Cool.
There we are. So Connor, what is your Christmas nightmare?
When I was a kid, it would have been getting socks and underwear for Christmas. Yeah. But now as an adult, that's
the dream.
It's the dream. Yeah, exactly. So
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be now. Yeah. Probably more existential.
Of course.
In nature, yeah.
Realizing that Christmas is just a way to distract us from how cold and dark the earth gets at this time of year.
Yeah.
So January is my Christmas nightmare, where you're left with all the winter and none of the fun.
Wait, what if you celebrate Orthodox Christmas? That usually is in January.
Well, the rest of January after that.
After that, okay.
Yes. And then, no, truthfully, like that one big blizzard we always get in March, that's my nightmare after Christmas.
After Christmas.
Yeah.
Ooh, a good nightmare before Christmas is snow before Christmas.
Oh, I love snow before Christmas.
I don't know.
No. All right. Well, let's bring in our next guest for tonight who can weigh in on the snow discussion all the way from sunny America. It's Jeanette, everyone.
I was going to be like, I didn't see snow for the first time until I was an adult.
I was going to say, wait, do you get snow where you are now? Because I'm assuming
we do.
In New Orleans,
we do. No, we did in New Orleans. I actually saw it a little bit when I was younger. But then I did see it in its full force my first winter when I moved to Virginia originally before Maryland.
Oh, wow.
So
what was that experience?
Disney Dado can testify. He came home. We were living in an apartment complex with a courtyard, and I was standing outside in my pajamas in a robe looking at the sky like literally amazed. I was like, what's happening?
Were you doing the thing where the snow was coming and you were pretending that it was Star Wars and you were traveling through space and they were stars? That's what
I didn't then, but I can't say I haven't now, since then.
Good.
So I've sledded down a hill. I did the thing. So I'm ready to move back out of the snow now.
Yeah.
I'm done.
One
decade. That was good. Thank you.
I still find the snow comforting. One of the weirdest things about my Disney trip, Disney was incredible, but it was such a disconnect for me for it to be kind of fall but summer weather. I was like, it's hot, but there's pumpkins, and I can't imagine Christmas in that climate. I mean, I would take it if someone gave me a trip to Disney Christmas. I'd do it.
I don't think this is a general term, but when I was younger, the warmer Christmases, I would call them spaghetti strap Christmases because I could wear my little dresses to family Christmas. I was like, I'll throw this on. It's great.
Love it. And what is your Christmas nightmare, Jeanette?
To screw the meal up, to burn something, to not make something, to not have something. It's all about the food. So yeah. Yeah,
fair. I feel like these Christmas nightmares have gotten progressively more adult. Actually, no, Lisa's was very existential and very adult.
Yeah, it's still to this day. Yes. Very scared to lose my parents.
Yes.
Well, I guess that's like an everyday nightmare.
Yeah.
Yes. So, well, let's talk about skeletons and Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. We do have another guest who's going to be joining us just in a little bit. But before that, actually, let's see what we have in the chat. So apparently my cat Eliza has usurped my mom's internet account. So this message is from Eliza, even though it says Martha. I don't like this movie and Google took my email account away. I think Google found out that she was a cat.
Oh no.
I know.
Well, that's kind of prejudice.
Right? Only Time Will Tell says NBC and Hot Topic exist in perfect equilibrium. See, I was talking to one of my coworkers
both
today
agree and
about
disagree
this.
with this
Well,
statement.
like this is the hot take that shout out to Justin. We love Justin. Justin's like the most knowledgeable movie and pop culture person that
Ooh, well, shout out
probably
to
I
Justin.
know. Yeah, shout out to Justin. Justin said he didn't like this movie and that he feels like its enduring popularity is because of Hot Topic. And I can't stop thinking about that.
This is why I agree and disagree with this, because I am part of this problem or solution. I don't know, but but I don't know. Like I
it's
disagree.
chicken or egg.
I think it's fabulous, but
It's chicken or egg.
Which
I
came
am part
first?
of that.
Well, I don't know actually which came first. I think it's a perfect symbiotic.
Hot Topic
relationship.
existed before Nightmare Before Christmas
Yeah.
existed, but I don't know that it embraced it until later. I don't know that it embraced, because I wasn't old enough to go into just to give you background on my Southern background, my mother didn't allow me into Hot Topic. I had to break the rules until I was old enough for her to not care. So you weren't allowed to go in Hot Topic, but I went in anyway because I was cool. No.
I think Hot Topic scared me as a kid because didn't they used to blast really loud, aggressive music?
Yes,
Yeah.
and they had incense, and there were dead bugs in the gates on the doors. It was
Oh my
wonderful.
I remember it as the store that I was too scared to walk past. And then in my 20s, I went in one day when it was more mellow and thought, oh my gosh, look at all this merch from all these franchises I love. Why has this been hiding in plain sight for all these years?
Yeah.
Only Time Will Tell. My Christmas nightmare. Oh, I love Krampus. We know I love Krampus. I have a Krampus mask that comes out as one, like my main Christmas decoration.
It amazes me that you have that, because like you talk about your disillusionment with horror, and
but it's Krampus,
right?
We love Krampus.
But it's very scary.
No, we love Krampus. You need
grotesque
Krampus.
Even.
I'm not saying no. Like
your mask in particular is very grotesque.
Oh yeah, because it's frozen.
What does Krampus look like?
Krampus looks like a goat monster creature that is also Santa.
Humanoid goat.
Because see, Krampus gives Christmas perfect balance, because the whole idea is that Krampus is like coming the night before Saint Nick or the night after Saint Nicholas night. I can't remember offhand. It's one of the two, before or after, to take care of all the bad kids that like didn't get presents.
And therein lies my theory that if you just break even for not being good, that's not good enough. Like, if you just don't get presents, like, what kind of punishment is that for being a brat? Like, somebody needs to pick you up and whip you with thatch.
He puts you in a bag first. Yeah. He puts you in a bag.
Krampus gets results.
You.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Behavioral readjustment.
Yeah, but Krampus. I can't explain the fascination or the love. I grow to love Krampus more and more every single year, even though I hate horror. But I love Krampus. So there should Krampus we need to do something Krampus related on this channel. I don't know what. It'll happen. Okay, so Nightmare Before Christmas. What a movie. What a legacy this movie has. I change my thoughts on it all the time. I'll go last. Was this anyone's first time watching it? No. All right. So then let's just do the classic. Tell us your childhood memories of this movie. I will go first. Just to give you my nostalgic take, which is that I never had one, because I had this movie on VHS when it came out. I was very lucky. My parents got me pretty well all the Disney movies around the time that they were released, because I was such a Disney fan. This one I didn't see in theaters, but I just it showed up on VHS and I tried to watch it. And it's not that it scared me. It's just that I was not interested. I tried and it just didn't do anything for me. So I'd watch bits and pieces, and that was kind of a precursor to my adult relationship with this movie. It's there. It's there. It's a movie that's there. Lisa, how about you?
Surprisingly, kind of the same thing as you.
Ooh.
I was aware that it existed as a kid because it came out the year before I was born. And I don't know if
so young.
I know I'm such a
I know, I forget that every time I talk to you.
I'm such a
When you said that, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, no, I don't know if it was because my parents didn't like it. Like my mom's very much not into scary horror things, and I think she thought it was in line to that, which I mean, it has like some like scary, cute motifs. I don't know.
Mhm.
But I didn't actually watch it until I was a teenager because my best friend Jessica was so into it. Like she quoted the movie all the time. And I was like, what the heck are you quoting?
I'll tell you right now, J Name, born in our generation,
Yeah.
into this movie. Just
Into
saying.
yeah, like that is the
Fact.
stock stereotype, 100%. Anyway, so I watched it with her and a bunch of friends, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's cute. Like I like it, but was never a huge fan. I think like Vince and I saw it like a year or two ago, but like I was not, I don't know, I wasn't like so taken, but I watched it again and I have thoughts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to dive into these thoughts. Connor, how about you? Do you remember the first time you saw this movie?
I do, yeah. When I was a kid, me and my brother were watching it, and I remember when it went on to like the opening like song, and it started to go like, "I am the one hiding under your bed." My brother was just like, "Nope," and just like ran upstairs crying. And
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
good.
And then I just kept watching it. I really loved it. It did creep me out as a kid. Like it's pretty scary, I think. Even as an adult, it's like just the stop motion, and there's a lot of creepiness to it. But I really love the music, and yeah, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, agreed. I think
And now.
I'm still processing how I feel about this movie, and I will probably for the rest of my life. I think isolated elements are incredible, like the music, which is a highlight for me. I do. I love the music. I agree. We'll get there though. Jeanette, your turn.
My mom also was not into horror, so my dad took me to see this in theaters. And I was immediately obsessed. It was like everything I'd I was what, 6 maybe? I don't know. When was this? 93, 94? It's 93 or 94, one
Yeah.
of those two. And so I was born in 87, so yeah, that would make sense, like 6 or 7.
Mhm.
And I remember going to the store afterwards and being immensely mad that there were no toys of it, and literally saying out loud, like, there were toys of Beauty and the Beast. What's going like I was mad. I was like, what's going on?
Take my money.
Yes. Yeah, and but I remember just being immediately obsessed. And then there was like a period, I went through periods in high school where like, or middle school and high school, where like I would have one movie I'd watch for a month to 3 months, and it would just live in my VHS/DVD player, depending on what era of that period you're talking about. But it was one of those things. The soundtrack lives in my ears all the time. I have it on for various things, including working out, doing yoga, doing dishes, whatever. Like I rewatched it for research for this, but like, was it necessary? I don't know. I literally sat here and recited every line. So it's like, did I need to? No. Am I going? Then it's out in theaters right now, but like, my daughter's just not into it, and like I feel sad and lonely going by myself, so I don't want to go by myself.
Go by yourself.
But then I saw that somebody saw it in 3D, and I don't think my local theater is doing that. But I'm like, if it was, I would go by myself if it was in 3D. I don't know what would be in 3D or how you do that with this old like film stop motion stuff.
Oh, I saw Wizard of Oz in 3D in IMAX,
Really?
and if they can pull that off from like from 39,
I don't even know if it's just the snow that's 3D and like everything else is just. I'm like, that's fine. Yeah. So that's my experience. I grew up with it. I have like you can't see it. I have a thing up there. It's a skirt, but I draped it over that picture because I was like, hey. The funny thing is, all of my Nightmare Before Christmas stuff is like accessories or bottoms. I realized I didn't have any shirts. I was like, oh, that's odd.
Oh.
But yeah, that is interesting. But I was like, oh. And then, of course, Matt sent me this lovely
yeah.
Sally.
Aww.
I'm so happy she has a home that appreciates her.
Yeah, I think I might take her out of the plastic, but not out of the acrylic, because I'm like, I want to be able to see her better. But she's beautiful.
For sure.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm obsessed. I love it. And Danny Elfman's amazing. Like, I'll go on about that at the end of all this, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he could have voiced the speaking parts too, but he didn't. Who knows why? But should have. It's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, Yeah. Well, I guess let's now do the follow-up question. How do we feel it holds up on our most recent viewing? Let's start with Jeanette. We'll go opposite, so I can end with my hot takes.
Yeah, because I guess it'll affect me the least. My most recent viewing, I tried to watch it critically. I tried to look for like stuff I hadn't looked for before, like look at parts of the screen literally that I just had not looked at before and been like, hey, what's going on in that corner? Is there a fingerprint on something? Like, because, with this stuff, it's really cool. I also thought about that more, about the stop motion, because since my last like full viewing, I had watched that thing on Disney Plus. I forget what actual series it was, but about the making of it. Was it Imagineering
Prop
Store?
culture.
I
It
don't
was
even
prop
know.
culture.
Prop culture. That's it.
Which they took off. Rest in peace to that show because it was so good.
It was amazing. I hate getting attached to shows anyway. But yeah, so I watched it with kind of like trying to literally look for like fingerprints and like nail indentions and stuff. And like it's fun to look for that stuff, but most of it I'd noticed before, and that's what makes me love it. Like the fact that all of this was done that way. One thing I did notice in the laboratory scene when he pushes things that have liquid in them, the liquid doesn't move all the time because sometimes it's like set acrylic and not liquid or jelly or whatever's going. They haven't made the animation that way. But to think this was done with either I think zero CGI or minimal, but I'm pretty sure zero is pretty amazing. One thing I paid attention to was the backgrounds, like literally just the blackness behind everything to see like that's very impactful because I remember thinking about that as a kid. Like it's very like there's nothing back there. It's like black void in some of these scenes. It's amazing. So that's something I recognize this time.
It's something that I love about this movie and stop motion movies is just if I pause it, just having a moment of realizing like what I'm looking at right now, someone actually set this up, like this one specific frame.
Yeah.
Like this thing that I'm looking at, it probably took somebody at least 30 minutes to set up.
Yeah, and I think to this day for things even like Fantastic Mr. Fox and stuff like that, like as a kid, it gave me hope that I could go into that field, and then that kind of died off because like, but like I literally was like, oh, I would be very interested in doing this. Like the fact that you can physically affect something like this and make something this impactful was like, whoa.
Oh yeah, stop motion's amazing. I love stop motion.
Yeah.
Again, another saving grace for this movie. I don't know why I don't like this movie more. I like the.
I know.
No, it'll be my turn.
I'll say that big statement at the end. But yeah.
Connor, how'd this hold up for you?
Yeah, no, it still holds up. I think like I think it's aged well. Like for the most part, it's still really visually appealing, and there's always like cool things to look at. I didn't realize Catherine O'Hara. I don't know why, but I always thought she just like voiced the one of the trick-or-treaters.
Yeah. But she's Sally.
I was just like looking at Wikipedia. I was like, oh, she also voiced Sally. Oh yeah, but of course that's her. But I don't know, like her solo. I was kind of like, Catherine O'Hara's like solo isn't. I don't know. She doesn't. I don't know if she has like singing training background or what, but her voice just seemed kind of like a little weak and feeble, which was like supposed to be, I guess, for the Sally character. But that was something that I don't know, kind of stuck out to me. And I don't know, maybe people disagree. Maybe they think.
I agree that she doesn't sound to me like she's a trained singer, but I think it works beautifully for Sally and for the film.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's like probably the only thing I could think of off the top of my head that I like was like, oh, that's kind of different from how I remembered. But yeah.
All right, Lisa.
I feel like that was kind of I'm sorry, just to point on that. I noticed that this time too. Like I was literally thinking that whenever I was watching it this time. I feel like it was kind of it was a nice catering to like, if you really think about like, I hate to say this, but it feeds into the hot topic thing. But if you think about like little goth girls at the time, like teenagers, like that was kind of like, that sounds like a poem somebody would have wrote. Like, I mean, look at Beetlejuice, look at Lydia's character. Like that was very, very of the time for that, like who you're aiming at, I suppose. Like who was this aiming at? That's a question too. Is like, is this a kid's movie? Is this a teenager movie? Is this an adult movie? Like who is this for? So
I don't even know if the movie knows. I feel the movie
No.
just
That's why I
is
love
what
it.
it is, and it's like
That's why I love it.
let its people find it, and they
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
They did. The people found it. Yeah, no, I too did not know it was Catherine O'Hara until today
Huh.
when I watched it. I was like, oh, that does make sense now, like listening to her. But yeah, no idea. I don't know who I thought it was for years, but that was a surprise. I I don't know. Like I still don't quite get the hype of it. I'm so sorry, Jeanette.
After decades, I'm totally over it.
But I think like it's a beautiful movie. Like as it is, like watching it, I was like the character design for all of the characters, not just Jack and Sally, but like the Boogie Man. What's his
Oh, we
name?
love Oogie
Oogie
Boogie
Boogie.
in this
Boogie
house.
Boogie.
Yeah.
Yes. The mayor, the trick or
They're
treaters,
sick. Yeah.
all of like the city folks and Santa Claus, like that specific character design, like I think it's just genius. And like you like I don't know, it's so different than CGI character development or like nowadays stop motion animation, because there is like CGI elements to it. And like it's just I just like crave that type of character development that you don't get anymore. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that part. But yeah, I don't like the music was like, I don't know. I feel like if I was into it when I was 6, 7, 8 years old, I would feel so strongly about it. But I don't. And I don't know why.
It is
Yeah.
one of those things you can't like I said, like I can't detach myself from the fact that I grew up liking Hot Topic and Nightmare Before Christmas. I can't speak to whether one influenced the other because I don't know. I can't tell whether I would like this if I watched it when I was a teenager for the first time. It's like maybe there are certain movies I can do that about now and be like, I get it. But this one, I don't know. This one, I'm like, if you like music, in my opinion, I'm like, if you like musicals, you'll like this. Like, it's a really good musical.
Yeah, I think like I think it's a good standard musical, and like it's a great hour and 15-minute movie. I love that.
But it feels so much longer. It feels so
really
much longer. Yeah.
No, I didn't think it was that long. I watched it like this morning before work. It was really great. Like nice and quick.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies I have to keep pausing because I'm not engaged and then go back to and force myself to focus on. Okay. It's my turn.
Well, hold on. I have a question. Like, what about it makes you disengaged?
I don't know. Actually, no, I think I might have figured it out on this viewing, because in isolation, like I've touched upon, there's a lot of things I love about this movie, like the character design, the stop motion element, the musical numbers I think are solid. Just to bring it back to the characters, like I understand why merchandising I think has been so good for this movie, because even side characters like Tearaway Face Clown or the creature from the Black Lagoon thing or the witches, like they have so little screen time, but they're so visually engaging, and I love that. I think
when you said that, my instant message to date myself, my instant message sound on my Hewlett Packard desktop computer was the little monster in Making Christmas when he goes, I am a genius. I isolated that sound and made that my instant message sound. And it would say, I am a genius every time that it would. I can't believe I just remembered that. I'm like,
and see, like that's
right.
what I think is one of the beautiful things about this movie is it has so much going for it that I think there's a lot to latch onto, and it's hard for me to care about this movie. The first time I learned to respect it was when I started the channel. One of my first videos when I did like a Halloween movie a day in October. This was one of the first ones, and my whole topic was Christmas or Halloween movie. I ultimately decided Christmas movie, but I'm not sure if I believe that anymore. I learned to appreciate it on that viewing because I think there's a lot of decent stuff. But when I was rewatching it yesterday and today, I think my issue with the movie is that I don't like Jack as a character. yeah, I feel like he's underdeveloped. I have no investment in his relationship with Sally. I love Sally. Sally to me is the only character who's like worth caring about in this whole thing, but she spends the whole movie pimping over Jack, who does not deserve her love or attention, because the entire time he's just like, he's so indifferent to her. I started to care a little bit in the last number when he like sang to her on the curly unfurling hill thing. I thought if I had even a glimpse of this at the beginning of the film, I would be invested in these two as a couple. But as it stands, I almost have like, I lose respect for Sally because she's so invested in caring about him.
Story.
Yeah.
Big story. Like, this is a thing I've been saying for years, and a lot of like girls disagree with me. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys agree with me, but that the Jack and Sally thing, like, she says even in her song, my dear friend, he's not a friend. Do not think that they are supposed to be romantically involved until that last moment. This is them like discovering that they like each other. When I was younger, it used to disappoint the hell out of me every time that they would have these interactions, because yeah, Jack's kind of like, I know you, but like, she's like an acquaintance to him, but she's obsessed with him.
Yeah,
she does have the line, yeah, like, will we ever be together? Like, she does have that line.
Yeah, the whole song is like, even wondering if, basically, does he know I exist? And where you, Matt, really love Sally out of this and don't like Jack, I'm the opposite. I am like, this girl is pathetic.
What's to like about Jack, though? This is a middle-aged man who's having a midlife crisis that ruins the holidays for everybody in two countries. In two countries.
And Easter, too. Easter.
And Easter.
He's
3 countries.
Eternal. The other thing is, like, if you look at kind of like, I don't know, if you look at like the rock star mystique, that whole element of like, life sucks because I'm so famous and I just want something to, like, it's very rock star. And I don't think I knew that when I was 7, but I definitely know that now. So like, yeah, I agree. This whole dynamic with Sally and Jack, I think when people romanticize it, I don't like when stuff portrays them as like, although if you listen to the soundtrack, Sir Patrick Stewart will tell you that they have little skeleton babies. So, yes. He's Sir Patrick Stewart is the voice guy at the beginning and the end, and on the soundtrack they actually give you a epilogue of like what happens after the story, and they have
skeleton ragdoll babies.
Yeah, and they play on their little skeleton xylophones.
That's what
he says. That's what he tells you on the soundtrack.
Like, I'm torn between rooting for. Well, actually, I'm not rooting for them as a couple. I'm torn between wishing that there was more development for them as a couple, but now hearing that, like, I'm happy there wasn't. Anyway, we have our final guest joining us for tonight. Everyone, put your hands together for a Jean Claire of Being a Jean Claire and Zoel's World. Welcome back.
Hello.
Yay.
We're so happy to have you. We missed you. How's everything?
Everything's good. I'm so happy to be here. I'm like, finally, you're doing a movie I can relate to.
Woo! So, Jean Claire, remind us, let us know, who are you? What do you do? Like the quick intro to you and your channel and your work.
Oh, goodness. So, I'm a Jean Claire. I have a couple of channels that I have been neglecting for the last, I have actually started posting more travel content on Being a Jean Claire. And then I started posting these hair videos over there as well. And then on Zoel's World, we're still doing the same kind of content. We're just trying to figure it out. We haven't been traveling as much this year. So a lot of our Disney content is just kind of like at a lull. And I haven't been doing as many, and I stopped doing unboxings pretty much altogether.
I think all of us have slowly weaned off it.
Yeah, I got to a place where I was just like, it was fun during the pandemic when you couldn't get to the parks, you couldn't get to the merch. And now that you can kind of get all of that stuff yourself, getting a box of like, things that I'm seeing vloggers post from the Character Warehouse for $20, valued at full price. I'm just like, oh my God, no.
Yeah. Valid.
So we're trying to figure out what kind of content we're doing. And then Zoel started her own channel, none of you guys are going to be interested in it. But if you have kids, they may be interested in it. It's strictly over on YouTube Kids, and she just pretty much does whatever the heck she wants.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Good for Zoe. I feel like I remember when that channel debuted. I think I was like one of the first 10 subscribers. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yes.
That's so awesome.
Content
Yeah,
creator.
I know. She's always asked me, like, how many subscribers do I have? And I'm like, Zoe, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. just enjoy the ones you have.
Exactly. Because if they subscribe, they want to see the stuff that you're doing. So just do it for them.
Yeah. She does like her own little, she's wanting to film a lot more than I'm able to actually film for her. So I'm trying to teach her how to like use a camera and film herself so that she can post her own video.
Useful.
She's 6, by the way. Everybody's looking like, how old is this kid? She's 6. But she wants to do like toy reviews. Yeah, she's only 6. She wants to do like toy reviews and story time and different things like that. So I'm like, here, have at it.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, welcome to Nightmare Before Christmas chat. Just give us a quick overview about your relationship with this movie, if you remember when you first saw it and how you feel it holds up now.
Yeah, I feel like the first time I saw it was probably like 3 years ago, same time that I saw Hocus Pocus for the first time. I had never been interested in seeing this movie, and I forgot why I watched it. I think I just needed to understand the hype because somebody else was talking about it. I was like, what is the hype over this movie? Like, why are people so obsessed? And like you have like the Pumpkin Queens, like remember?
Oh yeah, Megan and Juliet.
Yeah, Megan and Juliet. They're like obsessed. I'm like, what is the obsession with this movie? And I could never really get into it. So I watched it and I was like, oh, I still don't get it. But I get it. I mean, I will never understand the obsession with this movie.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where Lisa and I stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's actually, you came in at the opportune time. Because, well, I guess where do you stand on the Jack and Sally thing? That's where we were kind of at. I was saying that on this recent rewatch, I learned that I don't care for Jack insofar as how he's written, because I think he's just this middle-aged man who's ruining everyone's holidays with his own midlife crisis, and he doesn't deserve Sally. And Sally, also at the same time, should just realize that he's not into her and he's not worth the amount of effort that she's putting into helping him. That's my hot take. I don't even know if it's a hot take. That's my Matt take.
I don't think I'm that far away from you on that. Like, because the whole Jack and Sally romance really comes up like at the very end, right? Like,
Exactly.
Literally, as the credits are about to roll, then all of a sudden there's this romance. So it's like, if you've never seen the movie, you would think like the whole movie was about their love story because of the way that they're portraying.
The way. Exactly. But that came like after the movie though. Like that came years after the movie. Everybody was like, let's throw their faces on stuff together. It'll be great. I think that's one of the reasons I like it so much is because the romance, like, it kind of plays a part. It's why she's trying to save him, but at the same time, it's not this huge love story.
I literally thought that Jack Skellington didn't know who Sally was.
Show.
Yeah.
No, and I agree. I feel like he barely knows who she is, except for that one scene when he's like, "You get to make my outfit."
I think that's important, though. I think we're supposed to feel that way. Like, I think you're supposed to kind of be like, that's part of the story. Is like, is he gonna be like, "Hey, I recognize you. Let's talk," and like, you know.
Yeah, and like I go back to one of the first moments we have with Sally is she is eavesdropping on his lament, which, like, kind of rude. He's soliloquying, so you don't listen to his soliloquy. It's a private moment, but she is, so that's fine. And then she just says, "Jack, I know how you feel. Do you know, like, I feel like what I get about you, Sally, I know you have a lot of issues. I don't believe that you relate to everything he just sang about. Like, I don't think you're in a rut the way he is. I don't think you're bored with fame the way he is. Do you know how he feels? I don't think you do. But how does everyone else feel about that? Does she understand him?
They both feel like they're trapped in their own lives, like they're prisoners. I think like they relate on that level. To kind of on a tangent though, I was kind of confused about, like, is Sally allowed, like, some, I guess, is she like trapped in her room, or is she like allowed outside? It was kind of confusing because like sometimes the scientists would let her out when she was like good, but then other times, and then it was confusing if like Sally like knew Jack. I feel like I remember it differently before.
I think everybody in Halloween Town is supposed to know each other. Like they all seem to know
Yeah,
who
small
each other
town.
is. But I don't think she's supposed to leave that tower. That was always my impression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think she's supposed to. I mean, I can't recall if she left or not, but I remember when she kind of broke free by jumping out of the window. I mean, she was definitely
Yeah, that's
prepared
like
for the jump, right? Like she
Very
knew what was going to happen. She had her needle. She was ready to sew herself back together.
Mhm.
So that was like my Sally moment where I was like, "That's right, girl. You fall down, you pick yourself right back
Do
up."
not try it home.
Literally.
Yeah, see,
It's a very empowering moment, honestly. She was like, I'm going to risk this, but it's going to be worth it.
She's like, "I'm going to rescue myself. Screw this. I'm out."
see, another reason to love Sally. There we go.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. My thing with Sally is that like she's attaching herself to Jack for what reason? Like I get she has this like prisoner thing happening with the doctor, but like Jack is not that interesting of a person, and he's not gonna like save her or anything.
Have you seen
I don't
everybody
think
else
it's
in
supposed-
Halloween Town?
Yeah.
You know, it's true. Her pictures are slim.
Options are slim.
I mean,
Right?
if you're gonna go after anybody in Halloween Town, I guess it would be the Pumpkin King.
Or the werewolf.
The werewolf, yeah.
Ooh.
The werewolf's
He's in that
hot.
torch
Actually, no,
wearing
let's
The
see,
vampires
little bitty
are not.
shorts.
Who would you date in
No.
Halloween Town? Let's just jump into that quickly. Let's do a quick go
Oh,
around.
well, I mean, can we say other than Jack? Like,
Okay.
I mean,
Other
it's
than
blatantly
Jack.
obvious.
Right.
We'll start
He's
with
like,
Jeanette.
no, it's not. I don't know. This is probably the only universe in which I would choose a werewolf over a vampire because none of those vampires have it going on.
No.
That werewolf is in some tiny shorts and a little bitty shirt, that little ripped shirt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, either him or the mayor, because he's unpredictable. That could be a lot of fun. But like, I don't know. Like, but I would probably say the werewolf is the only place where I would not choose vampires.
The mayor's pathetic though. He's like,
I'm
I'm just an elected official, and then he falls down the stairs.
I was thinking maybe the mayor, but then when I think about how wishy-washy he is and how he can't operate without Jack, I'm like, wait a minute. No,
Yeah.
that's not gonna work.
Yeah, you don't want to have to look after that.
It's true. I'd go for Oogie Boogie. Like
I was thinking.
he's a bad boy. I love a bad boy.
I also like the guy with the axe in his head with the overalls.
Oh,
When I
yeah.
was younger, I used to think his tongue looked really cool when they pulled it out.
Yeah.
I won't go farther than that. I'm just gonna say.
I mean, I feel like Sally's the obvious answer because I'm Team Sally, but like I feel like the Black Lagoon creature,
Fairly
um,
androgynous.
yeah.
That's
The,
cool.
the mer creature thing, yeah, with the scale
Yeah.
with the scaly hands, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like they'd be my pick. Yeah, Connor.
Connor.
The devil demon guy is kind of cool. He's like really into it when Jack is talking about Christmas. He's just like, oh my god,
He
this
is. You're
so
right.
cool." Yeah, so I don't know. He seems like emotionally supportive. But still, like everyone in Halloween Town, they will like misconstrue everything you're saying and like make it about bats and rats and stuff. But like I feel like he was trying to be on board with it and be a team player. Yeah, the vampires suck. And there's
No
like
pun intended.
No.
yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even try hit that one.
It's
Yeah,
naturally funny, Connor.
yeah, and they just have the innate ability to like pull their eyes out really far. And
They're not sexy vampires at all.
No.
They're like the least sexy vampires.
really.
What about Nosferatu?
I don't even know Sferatu's got like that weird guy thing going on where
That's
he's like,
true.
you're like, his face is screwed up enough to be sexy.
Yeah.
I like one thing I appreciated. I noticed for the first time with this movie. Well, I barely noticed the vampires in like previous viewings because they're not really there. But just little detail of them having umbrellas. I love that.
Yes.
Just
Oh,
to
I
keep
love the
themselves-
vampires
yeah.
umbrellas. Yes.
Yeah. Adorable. Well, we're kind of in this territory. Who is everyone's favorite character? Who do you find the most engaging? Or like even though I've said I'm Team Sally, I think Oogie Boogie is definitely my favorite. He's just there's so much build up. I just love how the movie builds up to him. Like you just see the silhouette for so long, and then he really only has one song, but it's like debatably the best song in the entire show / movie. And then he leaves, and then he turns out to be a bunch of bugs. He's like the King Herod from Jesus Christ Superstar of this movie. Show up, have one number that like steals the whole thing, and then leave. And also Ken Page. We stand Ken Page. I love Ken Page. Like if I could ever hear Ken Page sing that song live.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Can we reference something that maybe not everybody, but like you listen to We Like Theme Parks? Can you testify that people should know who Ken Page is? If
Everyone should know who Ken Page is.
A fan of like Nightmare Before Christmas or Disney or like musicals or.
I will say I had no
like,
idea Ken Page was in Dreamgirls per that trivia question on We Like Theme Parks.
I didn't either, but that's because I hadn't seen Dreamgirls. So
everyone should see Dreamgirls is an amazing movie, but apparently not amazing enough for me to remember Ken Page. Yeah, Ken Page.
Oogie Boogie, and obviously I made it a trivia question, assuming that if you would listen to the soundtrack on any sort of digital device, people would know who Ken Page is because his name is like, whatever. Sorry, bitter. I'm bitter.
They learned their lesson. They learned their lesson. But yeah, Oogie Boogie, that's my pick. Jean and Claire, who's your favorite Nightmare Before Christmas character?
I was gonna say I had to go with Oogie Boogie. I could not. I'm glad you guys told me who the actor was. So I didn't bother looking it up, and I was like, gosh, that voice though. It's very kind of like James Earl Jones-ish, like that deep, really kind of very whitish,
but very jazzy too, like
with like a New Orleans drawl to it. Hands down the most interesting character and the most hilarious.
Oh, my mom's welcoming you back, Jean and Claire. There's one video of Ken Page performing that song live at the Hollywood Bowl that just like gives me life, because seeing him like not as a cartoon, embodying it, it's so good.
Yeah,
actually all the video footage from that concert is so good.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we want to say my favorite character is 3 characters. It's Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
Yes.
And that seeing them on stage at the California Bowl, all 3 of them, especially now that we have lost Paul Rubens, is like just absolutely, I can watch it a million times and always be crying when I watch it, because it's these 3 geniuses and Danny Elfman, who like, this is Tim Burton's baby, but I feel like more of this is Danny Elfman's baby. Like even honestly down the road more, like he does more for it artistically now than Tim Burton does, in my opinion. He supports it more, he amps it more, like he does these live things, like it's so good. But yeah, Lock, Shock, and Barrel, those 3, just those characters are a driving force through the really meat of the film, and they're hilarious.
No,
they are hilarious.
Hard agree. I love them as well. They might be my other favorites. Maybe I do like this movie. No, I don't. Connor, who's your favorite?
Yeah, I have to go with Lock, Shock, and Barrel as well. I think every time they're on the screen, they're always having the most fun, and I like how their character design is. Like they're the trick or treaters of the town, and they have like the trick or treater masks and all that, and their song too it might be my favorite song in the movie. But also special shout out to the cop who feels the need to tell everyone in the town, after they've all been traumatized by these toys, that Christmas is indeed canceled. So just looking at you guys. So that was really funny. It made me like chuckle.
Oh my god, my friends and I said that when we were younger. That's so funny. I was like, oh, thanks, guy.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Captain Obvious in the house.
Yes, police have that authority in Christmas Town. Like, what's going on with Chris? No, we'll get there. Like the logic of this world. Lisa, who's your favorite character?
Zero, the dog. Come on,
so
he's
cute.
So cute.
So cute.
Do we agree that this could be Frankenweenie's ghost?
Yeah,
definitely spiritual.
So precious. I love that like he gets to be Rudolph. Like it's so precious. Such a precious dog.
Yes, he's so cute. He's so cute. Zero's always been the constant. Like no matter what I've always felt about this movie, like Zero has always had my heart. Because how can you not love the pet, whether it be cat or dog? Yeah,
Exactly.
little nose, little pumpkin nose.
The little black cat in this is super cute too.
Oh,
That
I
jumps
think
around in all the different scenes.
the
Yeah.
scene when Sally was petting it, I think at the end of her song, that was my moment of wait, yeah, Sally's it for me. I love like she's given love to a black cat. Like I've had a black cat in my life for well, two different ones now, but for more like for the majority of my life, like I love black cats. So anytime I see a black cat in a movie, Binks, Salem makes me very happy. So yeah, Sally, I stan her, love her.
Matt begins to read every cat he's ever met in his time.
Yes, exactly. Well, the first cats in my life, we had Mandy and Allie, rest in peace to them. And then Sassy, Jasmine, Salem, Glinda 1, Glinda 2, Jasmine 1. Yeah, there's a lot of cats. Right now it's Eliza
Should we
and
be
Sabrina.
concerned?
Oh no, well, some of these cats I mentioned, like they died after a day.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we've had the long-term cats. It's been a normal amount. It's been a normal amount. But yeah, no, right now there's two. There's Eliza and Sabrina. Sabrina's the black cat, kind of named in memory of Salem, who was her predecessor, because Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but also because Eliza's named after an Audrey Hepburn character. So we were like, Sabrina should also be an Audrey Hepburn character. It made sense on all fronts. Yeah, Sabrina, I wish I could show you too. Yeah, but
his name was Goku after
Oh.
Dragon
Nice.
awesome. I love cats.
You get a great one. It could be Ultra Instinct Goku, like the new forms.
Eliza's a great cat.
I don't know.
I love cats. Wish I had a cat with me. Oh wait, hold on. I have this cat. It's Lucifer.
Oh,
Adore him.
Lucifer.
What is the logic of this world? Is it like a Barbie world thing? Like, does the real world exist at all in Nightmare Before Christmas continuity? Or is it just like you live in Halloween Town, Christmas world, or another universe dictated by a holiday?
Well, the way I interpreted it was like they went to like our world. Like that's what the like kid where the kids are and like all the houses and everything. And then like the trees are like the way into these holiday worlds, and they're all in charge of like the various holidays.
So like what do they do in Christmas world in like February? Is it still Christmas world perpetually?
Yeah, it's just like Halloween Town. They're getting ready. Yeah.
It's the perpetual holiday. Because the Easter Bunny was from a different time. So the Easter Bunny was from Easter time. Because he was like, you went through the wrong door. The Christmas time door is shaped like the Christmas tree. And they were like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's like Connor said, I think either the trees where they go exist in some completely other realm or they exist in our realm. Either way, I think all the holiday worlds are separate from our world and they come to our world when they need to interact with it. And that's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that.
Is that not like Barbie though? That's Barbie.
I mean, yeah, Barbie.
Sure,
like,
but they're aware of that world in Barbie. Like they know that it exists. They're like, there's this Barbie.
And it was created by a company too.
Yeah.
Like Christmas.
Well,
Weren't all these holidays created by a company?
True.
And nobody's trying to overrule each other in Halloween Town or Christmas world.
Not yet.
That's true.
Well,
not yet.
Yeah.
I wonder if Barbie World has its own tree. Like it's just the bee, and then it's just the bee. Yeah. Unrelated. Did anyone see the fan theory that Will Ferrell's character is an escaped Alan from Barbie Land? Because
thought there was only one Alan though.
Yeah, well, because all the other Allens escaped and they became either in sync or CEO of Mattel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that fan theory. I accept it as canon. So let's go to the big question of kind of this month's marathon. Do we think this is a Christmas movie or not? And kind of tied to that, for you individually, what makes something a Christmas movie? Is it the aesthetic? Is there something thematic within the narrative? Like, what is a Christmas movie and does this fit the bill? Let's start with Lisa.
I would say
lots of beer. Oh, that was to Yoda's question. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
I thought this was your answer for a Christmas
question.
movie.
I thought that was what made it a Christmas movie. I was like, wait, what?
My consumption of lots of beer. No, I don't think this is a Christmas movie. Although there is Santa, and he is trying to take over Christmas. I think it's a really good November movie. Just the month of November, Nightmare Before Christmas month. That's where I stand.
Yeah, no, because caught between. It is both and neither, all at once.
Like, I could never watch this on Halloween or before Halloween as a Halloween movie because there is too much Christmas. But I couldn't justify it watching it on Christmas because there's too many scary Halloween like themes to it. So no, it's not a Christmas movie, but it's not a Halloween movie.
All right, Connor, what do you think?
I'm leaning. I would lean more towards a Halloween movie, although I wouldn't like 100% say it's like a Halloween movie. Definitely, like it's aesthetically, it feels like a Halloween movie. It doesn't really give you like warm and cozy feelings like that's what the hallmark of a Christmas movie would be for me. Also, like I was reading, and the director said that he thinks it's a Halloween movie. So yeah, I would say it's like a Halloween movie, but I'd probably watch something like an actual horror movie on Halloween as opposed to this. But still, I would say Halloween.
Nice. Well, I mean, this has horror elements, vampires with umbrellas and the
Very
like.
scary.
Yeah, like I guess I'll jump in to give my vote since we've had 2 votes for not Christmas movie. I believe when I did my critical analysis, which the video is available, I recommend everyone watch it because not very many people have. People choose to watch weird stuff on my channel, like videos I don't think are very good. I'm sure Jean Claire's felt this too. Is like, why are the analytics so good for this piece of crap and not the thing I put lots of effort into? But either way, my assessment was that I feel like it is more Christmas than Halloween because it's more Christmas focused. But when I think of a Christmas movie, this has a lot of the hallmarks of it, to draw from that word that Connor said, but also hallmark, I think, Christmas. But yeah, because it's like it has the story about a community kind of coming together in celebration of something, supporting one another in a very strange, wayward way. Because at the end of the day, it's about community and kind of coming to peace and learning to appreciate the things that you already have in your life, which is Jack's journey. Even though I've already established I'm not a fan of how it's communicated, that's still what his story is. He learns to appreciate what he has, who he is, and the people around him. And that's very Christmas in my mind. But Jeanette, what do you think?
I more side with it being a Christmas movie at this point in my life than at any other point. I do think that it is about people finding the spirit of Christmas and finding Christmas for themselves and feeling so happy about Christmas that they want to spread it to everybody and they want to be a big part of it. So I do think it's a Christmas movie. However, I think it is the most long-lasting Christmas movie of the entire season. I do think that you can start watching it on Halloween and watch it till Christmas. So I agree on all fronts, but I do think it is, I feel like you can watch it on Christmas. I also think it's a nice Christmas movie for people who aren't Christmas people. Like, it makes you get excited about it. Like, oh yeah, this is different. This is a different time of year, especially if you're a spooky person all year. You're like, it's cool. Things don't have to be dead. Things don't have to be black. Things don't have to be dark and sad all the time, and horror and gore doesn't have to exist all the time. Like, we can have happy Christmas time. So that, for me, is a nice, big, important message. So that's, I like it for that. And Christmas time is when I embrace a lot of things that are not spooky and gross and things that not everybody likes.
Like Christmas is when I more so embrace those things. Like, I really like Scary Christmas. Again, to plug my own videos, I did one about Christmas monsters last year. Christmas monsters to me are fascinating. Anyway, we've got 2 votes for Christmas, 2 votes for not Christmas. And Jean Claire, you're the tiebreaker. What do you think?
I am voting. So I was thinking about this today. I'm like, okay, so is it a festive Halloween movie, a scary Christmas movie, or just a movie about a man in a midlife crisis who did what all men in midlife crises want to do, and that's take over something that doesn't belong to them.
Amen.
Get a warning from a wise woman. Ignore her to pieces.
That's amazing.
And the holidays just happen to exist because they were in the towns that were named after the holidays. That's my vote.
I think that's the answer.
That's a great answer.
I wholeheartedly agree with that and with what Yoda for Mark said. This is the
Yeah.
Christmas movie the way Olive Garden is Italian cuisine.
That makes me sad.
So sad but true.
I love it. I love Olive Garden. Yeah, for what it is, which is Italian
what?
cuisine
I'm gonna-
adjacent.
I'm gonna save that statement for one of our other movies this month. So
The Lion in Winter.
I didn't even know that was a movie until you put that in the thing. So
I don't
no,
think
I
anyone
haven't
did.
even watched that yet.
Lion in Winter?
Yeah, that was my wild card movie.
Yeah, real wild. I don't know what the heck it
I
is.
know. The lineup for this.
We're
the lineup for
watching
this
Lion in
marathon-
Winter.
Is Die Hard one of them?
Yeah, we're doing the line. You signed up for it, Lisa.
Yeah, Die Hard.
I didn't realize what I was signing up for. We're gonna watch a Katharine Hepburn movie.
It's so good.
I said it must be good. It's got Katharine Hepburn and Peter O'Toole in it.
And Anthony
I've never heard of-
Hopkins.
Oh,
So-
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, The Lion in Winter.
Damn.
So the Lion in Winter is
Stop.
it's kind of
Now
like
I'm
Who's Afraid of
very-
Virginia Woolf in a Castle, which
Mhm.
is how it was pitched to me, and that's not wrong. So if you're familiar with Robin Hood and the whole thing with Prince John being like this corrupt ruler who's not necessarily the true king of England, but some people support him and others are like, no, Richard the Lionheart. That's the king for us. This movie is sort of a precursor to that. So it's about Prince John and King Richard's parents, Eleanor and whatever the king's name is, essentially coming together on Christmas because they hate each other. And he put Eleanor in jail, but he's like, you can come out of jail to spend Christmas with the family. And while they're together in the one castle for the holidays, the two of them start like pitting their children against each other to figure out who the next ruler is going to be. And they start playing mind games. And then Geoffrey's the middle son who no one wants to be king. And he's like, well, who am I going to help? Who's going to help me? It's so good. I love it. I can't wait to watch it again. But Christmas movie, who knows?
We'll see.
It's about a family arguing. So
You
Christmas.
can't get more Christmas than that.
See,
That's more
exactly.
Thanksgiving than Christmas, though.
Right? Maybe we might even be watching it the week of American Thanksgiving. So,
I was like American because our Christmas is different than your
I
Christmas.
know. But yeah, no, our lineup for this marathon is this, and then we have Batman Returns, which was Lisa's pick, Lion in Winter, and Die Hard. So I'm
I
curious.
bet
to know which
Disney Data
movie.
was very excited about Die Hard.
Is
and
he gonna
Batman
join us?
Returns. If you want, maybe.
We
I don't
always
know.
want-
On.
We always
He
want
might have
Disney
class.
Data.
I just realized he might have class, but I'm sure he'll be in the chat.
Like which?
What about the thing? It has snow in it.
I suggested Gremlins, and that didn't make it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, why
Now
did you
that
have
is the
Gremlins,
Christmas
Matt?
Because we each got to pick one, and Jeanette's pick was
Yeah,
Nightmare
and
Before
he wanted
Christmas.
the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
I-
that one.
You could save some more for next year.
That's true. We could say, or it could just, for December, I wanted to do Santa Claus movies, but maybe Gremlins. Maybe we'll just keep this going. Who
After
knows?
the Lion sleeps tonight.
I'd like-
Oh my god, I can't.
I am so excited for Lion in Winter Week. It's going to be so good. What was I going to say next? I had a really intellectual follow-up question. Oh, what? Okay. Now, to follow up on this question of Christmas movie versus Halloween movie versus maybe neither or both of those, like, what is this movie trying to say about, like, do we think this movie has the perspective of Jack and Halloween Town have no business celebrating Christmas? Are they just going about it the wrong way? Is there like a cultural appropriation subtext there? Because I kind of think there is, but unintentionally. I guess I'm not clear on what this movie is trying to communicate to us. Like, are they allowed to celebrate Christmas or not? Are they right? Are they wrong? Are they neither? What are people's thoughts?
I think they can celebrate Christmas. They just can't like take it over because it's not theirs. Like there needs to be a line of respect. Like don't
they can
disrespect
celebrate
Santa
Christmas
Claus.
in Halloween Town how they want, but they
Yeah.
can't steal Santa Claus and go and give creepy toys to non-Halloween Town residents.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and even at the end of the movie, like Santa gives them the gift of snow, and then the vampires start playing like hockey. So like in their own way, they do celebrate Christmas, but just don't give presents to kids because like those are hazards.
But even with that, I'm like, snow is not indicative of Christmas. So like that's not good.
Well, you got to
I
think
do not believe in snow was indicative of Christmas.
exactly. And if you are in a place, let's say like Halloween Town, where Christmas is like that winter thing is not a thing all the time.
Yeah.
It might be the thing that makes it feel like Christmas. This is why they spray foamy soap on us at Disney World, and everybody that grew up in the South goes, "Yay!" Like,
No angels.
this is great. Like, yeah. So that, but I also feel like, as far as it being like, can they celebrate it, whatever, like, I think, like you're saying, they can't steal it, they can't appropriate it, whatever they're doing with it. But like, also, I think it's kind of a thing like, hey, just because you maybe aren't into Christmas or Christmas the way it is, you can't muss it up for everybody that is. Like, and maybe that's not the message, but that's something that I kind of always took out of it, was like, don't turn Christmas into what you want it to be just because you don't like traditional Christmas. Kind of just chill, celebrate it in your own way, whatever. Like you said, like, everybody gets to celebrate in their own way.
Yeah, and well, I guess thinking about it now too, the thing with the vampires like playing hockey when the snow arrives, I think it's a really like kind of neat thing that Santa does, where maybe snow doesn't necessarily equate to Christmas, but it's an in for them to figure out what Christmas is for them. Yeah, it just like, here's a little, like, I'm opening the door for you. Let's see what you do with it, and then that's how they sort of figure out and come together and like assess. Oh, this is what Christmas can be for us here in Halloween Town. Yeah. Do we think there's a world?
I got the impression that before Jack fell into Christmas Town, they didn't even have a clue that Christmas was a thing.
Oh yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So it was like he found this thing and he discovered it, and then he brought it back. And they, because they love Jack, were all on board. Like, let's do this, and let's go and steal Santa Claus, and let's do this and have this holiday. But I don't think that they really quite understood. So in that sense, it was kind of like those like cheesy Christmas movies where the people don't really understand, or they don't get it, or there's some conflict. And then Jack goes on this journey, and then he realizes everything was wrong, and then he comes back and they think he's dead. And now they're like, Jack is back, and now we're all like, we love each other, and we're so happy Jack is back, and look at snow, and we're making snow angels in the ground. And it's like, how do you not make a snow angel? You've never seen snow before. Like, what is this?
Well, actually, and this is really making me think. I stand by it is a Christmas movie, because it's showing us the difference between celebrating Christmas in a very superficial way, the way that they try to, where they're just taking all the surface things and all the aesthetic things that Jack saw once, and like, we understand Christmas, but then they don't. And then when all that's removed, they're left with the true meaning of Christmas, which is togetherness.
It's Whoville.
It's Whoville.
I was gonna say, Nightmare Before Christmas really is reverse Grinch.
Yeah.
I'm not taking Christmas away. I'm trying to give it. Screwing it up in the interim. So, like, it's like reverse Grinch.
It is like reverse Grinch.
They try so hard to give Christmas that they do what the Grinch couldn't do, and they canceled it. And that is bookmarked by the police officer telling us that information.
Well, I think the problem with it became about Jack. Right? Because when he was trying to figure out this thing, and he kept saying, like, there's something missing, and I can't quite put my hand on it, there's something missing. And then it was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it better, and I'm going to do it bigger, and I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to do. And it was just like, you don't even know what you're doing. You just saw this thing one time, and now you've decided, like, I'm going to do it better. And what made your way better?
Yeah.
Right. Again, middle-aged man having his midlife crisis and dragging everyone in their holidays down.
I never
with
thought
him.
about this, because I don't think I ever
Really?
gave him an age. Like, he's immortal.
Yeah.
He's just another suit. He's
a
another
skeleton.
I guess when men have crises, it's just automatically assumed it's midlife. So like Boogie said, he was double dead. I guess this was his middle dead crisis.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
I love that.
I feel like there's no age limit to when men can do stupid things.
There's no age limit to when people can do stuff.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
You can have a
But I mean,
quarter life
Sally clearly
crisis.
ignored him. She was like, Jack, I see smoke, I see fire. It's
Mm.
not gonna end well.
I
was
do
like-
love that Sally had that like Moses moment.
Yes, what was with the Sally Moses moment? I forgot. Thank you. That's another thing I wanted to discuss. Why does the rag doll get a premonition?
Yes.
That's what
so
that was.
confusing.
I was trying to understand. I was like, look
I
at
think
the
it's supposed to be
Why
women's
did it go
intuition,
into
maybe.
Too much frog's breath. Hallucinations. Yeah.
That's
like
always my favorite explanation is hallucinations.
I'm kind of confused by what Sally is. I know that she's like a rag doll,
Mhm.
but like at my first take of her, it's like, oh, she's like this weird kind of bride of Frankenstein.
She
Almost.
is. Yeah, she's like a Frankenstein.
And I'm like, oh, with like the trying to like poison her captor and like also this premonition with the burning Christmas tree. I'm like, is she just like a witch? Like, I'm so confused by her identifier.
Yeah, just because I
And
feel
I'm
like
yeah.
the convention of premonition doesn't match what I think of when I think of the conventions of like ragdoll / Frankenstein creature.
I don't think I've ever wondered why she was the one given the premonition. I don't think I've ever stopped to think about that.
Definitely was
Until
like
just
thinking about it
now.
all day long. I was like, what is Sally?
Why does she? I don't know, but it's a premonition. I don't know. Maybe
You know,
I
I-
always thought it was because she was the one that was tied to him, but who is giving her the premonition? I don't know.
But now
Who?
I like hallucination. I think is interesting. Do we think that that's a thing that I just took for granted that was a thing that literally happened? Like physically, the flower turned into a Christmas tree and then burnt.
It did.
didn't think that it did.
I
Like
don't
that-
think it was
yeah.
hallucination. No.
Hallucination's easier for me to accept though, so maybe that's just my head canon now. Like Will Ferrell
Vince
being in
has,
Escape
Vince
Down.
has the best factoid of the whole night.
This one.
It's
Jesus.
true.
So snow-
There was no snow over there.
Yeah.
You don't
But-
know what the global climate looked like then.
That's very true. That's
But-
very
But all the
Got it wrong
nativity
the whole time.
vignettes have snow on top of the main, not the stable.
No, they're in
Lies.
the desert. They have
Yeah,
palm
well-
trees.
Maybe
also
they're
like Jesus
Where's it say?
being born does not like make sense for him being a Capricorn, and just it would
What-
make
what?
more sense for him. Yeah, like he's like,
do we take for granted that Jesus is a Capricorn? Is that
like
just a thing
that's
that's
not a thing. Like Jesus would not be a Capricorn.
Oh, okay.
Like,
No.
Absolutely
not-
not.
that's
Come
like
on.
not correct at all. He's definitely more like an
He wouldn't take orders
Aquarius
if he was a
or a
Capricorn.
Cancer or maybe like a Taurus.
But isn't
No,
it a
can't
thing
be a
that
Taurus.
no,
that
you don't think so?
No,
the
he
December
would take orders.
25th? I mean, whether or not we assume that there was an actual event of a person being born that became Jesus, I feel like it's been figured out or determined that he was likely born like in the spring or something.
January? Oh, I thought.
No, I think it was like
January.
spring or summer.
Yeah.
I heard July at one point.
Yeah, and then there are other reasons that it's like that it was backtracked. Oh, I think they turned it into. I'm probably wrong. I think, but this is what I think. I think they turned it into around December 25th, so that the pagan holidays
It was
could
the
be
pagan holidays.
absorbed by the
Yeah.
Catholic Church to say
Yeah,
like,
the
let's
solstice.
celebrate Jesus now and do all the things that you're still doing with the tree, like just make it Jesus centric instead of like
Seems like the
pagan-centric.
Romans were trying to pull a Jack Skellington
Yeah,
in a weird kind of way.
it's actually the
That's
same.
what this movie is.
It's the same thing with Halloween, though. Like I heard that because like Ireland, they have their own kind of version of the OG like Halloween, and there's like a tradition where like Irish like teenagers will like burn things, and
Yeah.
it sounds really crazy, like metal and stuff. But
Devil's Night.
yeah, Devil's Night, and I think that's how like that evolved into like jack-o'-lantern somehow, like over the
Yeah.
years. Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
it
actually
sucks,
the I can't remember the name. It's one of the Christmas monsters in that video I did last year. Everyone, please watch. It's a horse that goes door to door. That is essentially Christmas trick or treating. I think it's in parts of England or at least in the UK, and it's wallowing. So they wallowing. I think so. So they go door to door dressed as a horse, and they essentially engage in a rap battle with the person who answers the door, where the horse is like, "Let me in to eat your snacks," and then the person's like, "Here's a reason I can't." And then eventually, when the horse wins the rap battle, all the people hiding under the horse costume get to go inside the house and like drink the beer and like eat the snacks. And then that homeowner joins the horse and goes to the next house. So it's like Christmas trick or treating.
The pub
Yeah.
crawl.
The pub
But
crawl.
you're inside of a dead horse.
Yeah, the Christmas pub crawl. See, yeah, it's weird how these two holidays kind of have a coinciding quality, which is what this movie is. What is Vince saying? Could the Vatican be hiding secrets of blizzards in the Middle East 2,000 years ago? Zodiac sign is Jesus. Find out next time on Chico or what?
I don't need sleep.
Don't
I
give
need
away-
answers.
Don't give away the future episodes. Don't give them away. Don't give them away. All right. Is there anything else about this movie that people want to touch on before we go to the game?
The little kid with his eyes sewn shut is like scares me.
What do they
That's a
call them?
shame.
Dumplings? Lumplings.
Oh.
Is that his name? Yeah.
I don't know if that's his name, but they say little lumplings ever, and he just looks like a little lumpling
Oh,
to
yeah,
me. So
yeah.
I was like, "You're the little lumpling."
And then he's like on a leash in that Something's Up with Jack.
I love that. I always thought that was terrifying, and that like at that point in time when I would go to the parks with my mom and dad, I would like see kids on leashes, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's
Oh my god, a leash kid.
leash kids!" And I was like, "That's meant to be terrifying. Why is it happening in real life?" Oh
Yeah,
no!
it's real
Like-
nightmare.
I had my kid on a leash.
Oh, no!
It was tied to the backpack, so it felt less like it was strapped to the kid. But let me tell you something. If you guys have met my daughter, you already know. She's a handful. Even at that small, tiny age, she was a handful. And it was either leash her up or lose her.
Lose your sanity.
I say leash her up.
Because she was not trying to be held.
Yours wasn't a chain,
she
though.
Was not. She wanted
With a
to
choke
be
collar,
down.
like
Yeah,
in
around
Nightmare
the
Before
neck.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Wait,
No.
what part of the movie is there a kid in a chain with a choke
When
collar?
when they're walking, or I think it's either Making Christmas or
Oh,
This Is
no.
Halloween.
No, it's
There.
Something's Up with Jack when
Yes,
Cookie
you're
hasn't
right.
died. Yeah.
Yes, you're so right. Oh my god.
Yeah. Always
Yeah,
sticks with
during the big group numbers, I tuned out. I forced myself to watch because of the visuals, but don't.
Well, we haven't
I have a
really talked-
question.
Yeah.
So Scary Teddy, was he only in the scene when he had terrorized the little kid as the gift? Was that his only scene? The
I
Scary
think
Teddy
so.
thing?
When they're making
He
him
has his own
originally.
lounge slide based off of that scene.
Oh,
Well, so does the little duck. They show them when they're being made, and then they
Mhm.
show them when they're being opened. And those toys for years, like that duck, the little vampire duck, that thing was popular. Like even when I was growing up on merchandise, and it
oh yeah,
really is
I
only.
have it as a Funko Pop. That duck.
And the
Scary
wreath,
Teddy is like a
only in the
whole
scene for
vibe.
like a
Mhm.
second.
The
The
wreath,
wreath is
terrifying.
only in one scene. The
That's
snake
what I was
thing.
going to ask about because I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
even remember this.
The wreath is only in one scene. The snake thing, and the thing is, they showed all those things in the ads, like for the movie on TV.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
And so, like, you went in there excited for those things, and then like they're in those scenes, which are impactful. And in a movie that's only an hour and 15 minutes, a
Beetlejuice.
sizable
That
part
was
of
the first thing I thought of.
Oh,
that
this
snake
movie
thing
is
looks
so.
like it's from Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like the Beetlejuice snake.
But like Barbie movie did something similar, like with the advertising when that one day they dropped every
Yes.
character poster for characters that ultimately had like 5 seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking of
Yeah.
Midge, pregnant Midge, who had her own poster, and then in like the first minute, Helen Mirren says that's Midge, but she was discontinued. Let's not show her again, and then that's it.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, until later, but
She
at the
looms
very end,
over,
those-
I think, the whole.
Um,
she has a presence in the whole movie, though.
but we haven't touched entirely on the music. I just want to.
Oh yeah, let's do music.
Like, in my opinion, this is, for me personally, my favorite musical. Just kind of period, stop. Like, that's my favorite musical. I'm very upset that there's not an actual professional Broadway production of it. I don't understand why.
Honestly.
I don't understand it. It's there. We could add a couple songs if you want.
Oh, yeah.
It's there. I don't understand it. But
Oh, the amount of money
uh,
it would make too. Oh.
Yeah,
They could also
Very
like
confused.
flesh out some of the characters too, maybe, and make it
That's
a
what
bit
I'm
more
saying.
interesting. Yeah.
like you can add a Mayer song. You can
Mm.
add like another Oogie Boogie song with Lock, Shock, and Barrel where they interact. Like
Yeah.
there's plenty of. You can add more love story. Fine. Like I don't. Sure, muck it up with romance, but like I don't know. I'm amazed that there hasn't been a professional production of it as a musical. I don't know if that has to do with Danny Elfman. I don't know if that has to do with Tim Burton. I don't know. Or Henry Selick, whatever the case may be. But I just think that this wasn't Danny Elfman's first thing by any means, nor was it by any means his last. If you know any of his work, you know that he can sound a lot like Tim Burton stuff, but he's also very diverse. He can do a lot of different things. And I would suggest that everybody go listen to his solo work.
I'm a fan of Vince's casting. Mandy Patinkin as Jack. And
I think you're about 25 years too late.
Yeah.
But both of them are dead. So
What?
I mean, Jack and Sally. Well, Sally's.
Oh,
not,
I was
never
like,
alive.
are you?
Oh no, not
I
that.
was like,
No.
That wasn't.
Bernadette Peters has a painting of her that's aging somewhere in an attic. Like she's never gonna die.
I was like, wait, when did either of them die?
Yeah, no.
No.
Breaking news. But have any of you guys heard the Nightmare Revisited album?
Yes,
No.
absolutely.
Tell us more.
It's really cool. It's like it's got a bunch of rock bands, and they each cover like one of the songs. It's got like
cool.
Marilyn
Korn
Manson.
Yeah,
Korn.
Marilyn Manson does This Is Halloween. Korn does Kidnap the Sandy Claus. Rise Against does Making Christmas.
And then Plain White Tees do a Jack's Lament, which is pretty good.
Who does Oogie Boogie?
And Oogie Boogie song is an instrumental, if I'm not mistaken, because a couple of them are made instrumental. And I don't remember who does his, but I know Devotchka does the intro song. And who does? Oh, Flyleaf does What's This? So yeah, I don't know. It's an amazing. Like, if you like rock music, please go listen to that because it's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. And
All of those bands, except Plain White Tees, seem very angry music. I'll have to listen to it.
Polyphonic Spree. Polyphonic Spree does the town meeting song, and it's very good. It's very unique.
I don't know what any of these bands are.
Polyphonic Spree was that crazy multicolored cult-looking band in the early 2000s that, like, I mean, they literally looked like a cult.
I mean, I'm thinking of the children's choir and Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. When you
they look like
that.
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, like extras.
Then I'm
That's
sold.
what they look like. I'm not even kidding.
Red and yellow and green and brown and scarlet and black and ochre and peach and ruby and I'm gonna keep going unless someone interrupts me. Olive and fawn and violet
I think
and
we're ready for
molding.
the game.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. On to the game. So
Wait, do I need pen and paper for this?
Or your phone. If you can hold it
no,
up to the camera.
wait. I don't think.
Yeah, what is this game?
Well, we have played it before. I'm trying to think. Do we need pen and paper?
It's not
No.
charades.
I have a pen.
Sure. Yeah, grab pen and paper. Grab pen and paper.
Grab a pen and paper.
Yeah. Or a phone,
I love that Vince says his job here is done because he gave us all a heart attack. We thought Mandy Patinkin and Bernadette Peters both died together in a fiery car crash 5 minutes ago.
While singing "Move On."
Outrageous.
Yeah. Stop worrying where you're going. Move.
What did I find out Bernadette Peters did the other day that I didn't know she did? I don't know. Maybe it'll come to me. It was something that shocked me, and I was like,
Whitney
"Oh my god!"
Houston Cinderella, aka Best Cinderella.
No, I think she was a voice of something that I found.
Okay, I hope you can see this, but my paper's only this big.
That's fine. Is she the voice of the Christmas tree topper in the made for the direct-to-video Beauty and the Beast sequel? That's right.
I did know that. I did know that. Actually.
She's someone in Anastasia.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yep.
There it is.
Anastasia, a Christmas movie.
There's a Christmas
they
tree
have
in
a song
it.
called December.
Yeah, Once Upon a December.
Yeah, that's it.
We can add that to the lineup too, with Gremlins and There's so many others.
One movie a day.
One movie, exactly. Okay. So for tonight's game, it's a game that we played on the channel before, but we have some new friends, and I don't know that we've played this one in a while. Actually, no, we have, but it's a good game. So we're going to play the In Other Words game, where I'm going to show you a title of something, and you have to communicate it to everyone using synonyms, or you can't use the words that are actually of the thing. So all of these are going to be titles of either Halloween songs or Christmas songs. And so you have to come up with an alternate name for the song that doesn't use any of the same words. So for example,
and these are not all Nightmare Before Christmas songs.
No, none of them are
either Halloween or Christmas songs.
Yeah, so either Halloween or Christmas songs. So best example is last year we did this during the Christmas game show with Christmas movie quotes, and one that Lauren had was "Son of a Nutcracker," and his clue was male child peanut cruncher.
Yes.
That was wild.
So good. That was so funny.
That was the best.
Yeah. So, and as much as possible, don't recycle any words, even if it's like the or a or I or of, because then it makes the game more fun. Vince is asking, is Goblet of Fire a Christmas movie? See, interesting. I think some of them
have snow.
I think some of them are Christmas, but I definitely think the third one is a Halloween movie, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh. Yeah.
Something wicked because it has the frog choir. They sing Something Wicked This Way Comes. It's like visually much darker. It's to me, Halloween movie. Can't explain
werewolves,
it, but it is. Yeah, werewolves, exactly.
Why are they singing Shakespeare in the Wizarding world?
Because witches.
Okay.
Something wicked this way comes. Yeah, my one biggest regret from when I went to the Wizarding World at Universal and paid way too much money for 10 hours of my life was I didn't buy the frog the frog puppet in the Magical Creatures store that they have sitting on a pillow, so I could do my own frog choirs because I didn't see it.
Did you see the frog choir though?
I did see the frog choir.
That's one of the best shows there.
I love the frog choir, and had I seen that puppet, like if I saw the frog choir, I would go back just for the frog choir.
The shows in the Harry Potter area are some of the best shows.
Actually, the shows in Universal in general, I loved. Because what I appreciated, they had such good production value, like super high quality talent, and they were short. Like you could watch them 5 to 7 minutes, most of them, and then go on with your day. It wasn't like take a half hour out of your day, like seeing a show at Disney. You could just see it and then go to the next thing, which I loved. Maybe one day I'll go back. Anyway, we're going to go clockwise, starting from the top. So Lisa will see the first clue. So I'm going to ask everyone who's not Lisa, please look away. Here we are. Okay. Connor, look away.
I'm really scared. Oh no.
All right. So Lisa, you'll have 20 seconds. You'll have 20 seconds to come up with your clue. Everyone can look now. Everyone can look. And when Lisa gives her clue, write down what you think the actual song title is. I didn't get a pen and paper. I'll just do it on my phone. Yeah, and as per usual, Lisa, you will get 1 point for every correct guess. Oh, and that's your 20 seconds. Please give us the clue.
Oh no. Oh no, there's one word I haven't been able to replace.
Good luck.
Okay, here we go. One magic enchanting has been placed on thine.
I got it.
One magic enchanting has been placed on thine.
Oh my god, I hope I got it.
I really want to sing it now with those lyrics.
Yeah.
Let's start with Connor. Connor, what's your guess?
Jingle Bells. I have no idea. My brain's freezing.
Jeanette?
I put a spell on you.
Okay, John and Claire?
I have no clue.
Well, Lisa, what was it?
I put a spell on you.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Yay.
What magic and place on thine, and now you're mine.
Magic enchantment that
Hey,
can place
yeah.
on
That was
mine.
good, Lisa.
It was good,
I was
right?
sweating bullets. Holy moly.
You did
All
so
right,
well.
here you
All right,
go.
Connor, it's your
Oh,
turn.
wait,
Look away if you're not
Is
Connor.
it not Christmas songs?
It's
Did
a
I
mix.
say
Christmas
that?
and
It's either
Halloween.
Halloween or a Christmas song.
Oh,
It's either
gotcha.
or. Yeah. This is yours, Connor.
Okay.
All right. We may all now look. And Connor, you have 20 seconds to come up with your clue. Or if you know
Somebody's
earlier,
got
you
to
can
do
let us
this.
know. Oh, yeah, that's true. We need.
Connor has
Well,
to do that when it's his turn to cover his eyes.
That's true.
But he has glasses on, so I guess it's. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
3 seconds, Connor. 2.
Matt, are you wearing a
One.
new hat?
Yes, this is the hat I bought for Topolino's Terrace to Disney Bound as Topolino
Okay.
Donald.
It's a new hat.
Yeah, that vlog will come out eventually. We'll see. I will say, Topolino round 2, food wasn't as good. Overall experience, magical. Well, like I ordered the steak and eggs, and I ordered medium
Oh.
rare, and it came like medium. Virgin
Yeah,
on
that's
well done.
breakfast. Breakfast does that. You don't
Yeah, and
have to
also
get
the
a
steak was
at
half the
breakfast.
size it was the last time I went.
That's because breakfast. Any breakfast
Like-
steak will always be underwhelming.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
not at Riviera though. Like that's sad.
Well,
that
yeah,
it-
that's the
that it
thing,
did
I
that, 'cause
know.
The first time we went, it was like
Oh,
Yeah,
in my 2020 trip, I got the steak breakfast as well, and it was like possibly the best thing I had on that whole trip. The steak was
Yeah.
cooked perfectly. It was massive. It was like a big.
if you want a better one, go to Trattoria Il Forno on Boardwalk. Theirs is
Nice.
famous.
I also went to Steakhouse 71, and I went to a discount steakhouse next to my off-property hotel. I might do a video comparing the two because I got prime rib at both. Surprisingly, they were almost on par with each other.
Okay. Okay.
Almost.
okay. So
but-
when it's my turn, Jeanette, start talking about another restaurant so you can find
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got like triple the
Connor
time.
did get extra time.
He also,
I didn't need it to. This one.
also he has a significantly easier clue. Connor, go.
So I did dinging spheres.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
Yeah.
Start with Lisa. Actually, no. Let's start with Jean Claire.
Jingle Bells.
All right, one vote for Jingle Bells. Jeanette,
Same Jingle Bells.
Lisa.
same jingle bells.
Yeah, it was Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
Connor, you just got 3 points.
I like that.
How do you not say Dingle Balls?
I didn't.
Jingle
I thought this was a family show, so you know.
Dingle balls, dingle
There's all
balls.
kinds of balls in this
Jingle
world.
all the way.
Way.
Oh, what fun it is to
See,
jingle.
What I like, since Connor's new, he's keeping it PG, which is nice. As people,
Hey.
Connor, have gotten more comfortable.
Hey.
The show.
He hasn't demonetized your video like Alex
I know.
does every
Well,
time.
I'm
so,
basically
you
just
know.
comparing
Yeah.
him to Alex.
Yeah, it's always Alex's fault.
Alex
Alex
was so
is
he
a
was
bad
so
influence.
soft spoken and polite his first appearance during the Dune discussion.
Yeah.
Were.
Yes, and then it got to the point where I had to take a video down because of the Alex shenanigans.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, Jeanette, it's your turn. Everyone look away if you're not Jeanette.
Oh Lord. Okay. Ooh,
All right, we may all look now. Connor, thank you for doing the thing.
Yeah.
I gotta type this. Hold on.
Yeah, see, and the weird thing with Topolino's Terrace is that there were all these internet-fueled rumors that were never really confirmed, but were kind of confirmed that you could order multiple things. But then I think it got too popular, and people went expecting that they could order like every entree, even though you pay a set price for one entree. And their way to your time's up, Connor, but I have to keep talking about this. Their way to combat that was that they claimed they made the portion sizes bigger so that you got like more food with your one order. And I think that's why they added eggs to the steak entree, because last time I went, it was just steak, polenta, and like maybe a potato. This time they added eggs, but the eggs to me don't make up for eliminating half the amount of steak I got last time, and for overcooking it. I was like, give me medium rare. Oh, there's no blood here. Where's my blood? Anyway, that's my early review of Topolino's Terrace. Jeanette, song title.
Okay. Can we can't sing it. I'm not gonna.
You can sing it.
Uh,
Actually, no, don't sing it. That'll give it away.
No. Dad's mom was hit by a bovine. Question mark. Or equestrian. I'm not sure. Dad's mom was hit by a bovine.
More questions.
Oh, okay.
Let's start with Lisa.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Ashana Claire.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Connor.
Same. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Jeanette. What was it?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Of course it was. All right. It's Ashana Claire's turn. Everyone look away. Everyone look away.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Your 20 seconds begins now. There we go. And okay, so Steakhouse 71. This is the double-edged sword here. I got the prime rib and it was cooked perfectly. Like it showed up. I asked for medium rare, and I think I'm so used to places overcooking like my steak that to me a medium rare is like a medium. But it showed up. It was totally red. It was great, as it should be. I had the greatest server probably on Disney World property. Oh, your time's up, Jean and Claire, but I have to finish my story. I had probably the greatest server on Disney property. Her name was either Missy or Minnie. But I think it was Missy, because if it was Minnie, I would think like the mouse. So it was probably Missy. I have her name on the receipt somewhere. Yeah. And she was just so engaging, and she was talking to me, like not just me, all of her table. She was engaging in like good conversation, but we got so in depth in a conversation, probably about our cats, that by the time it was done, like my prime rib had gotten cold, so I didn't get to enjoy it totally like piping hot. But for the customer service experience, by no means am I complaining. But even though I'm technically complaining, but there we are. We love her. If you go to Steakhouse 71, ask for either Missy or Minnie. I can't remember her name. Ajana Claire, let's have the clue.
A spooky close call.
Ooh.
Spooky close call.
Nice.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll say this is one of the deceptively hardest ones.
Okay. Oh,
Close.
I'm gonna go with my gut here. I'm going with my gut. Now, wait. Do we have to hold true that you can only use the same amount of words?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I didn't even think about that because
that's good. No, I had to ask for this one.
Oh no, that's been a discussion and kind of a rule in the past. I've let go of that.
Certain things
can
I
we
don't
get
think
a
you can
hint?
do that with.
No.
Another hint? I have no idea.
We can repeat it, but
I have a little idea, but I don't know that I'm anywhere near it.
actually, let's start with Lisa. What's your guess?
I don't know. This is Halloween.
Okay. Connor?
Jingle bells?
Okay. Jeanette?
Thriller?
Yes! It was Thriller.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Lisa, it's all you. Look away if you're not
Okay,
Lisa.
let's do it.
Connor, do the
Oh,
eye
sorry.
thing. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, no.
We may all look now.
Lisa's reactions every time. I'm looking away and I just hear,
Oh, no.
The dread.
This bodes well.
Again, it's deceptively difficult.
This is not, I don't think this is a
Yes,
Halloween.
If you went to like a nightclub for Halloween night, this 100% would be
Matt,
played.
let's just talk about how many nightclubs are you at on Halloween?
In university days, at least 4 years I did it.
I don't know.
I hated it. I hated every moment of it, but I was
gonna
there.
Say, I'm like, what are we talking about here?
Oh no, it was terrible. And I went.
I didn't go into them either. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I don't know how many people here are actually being at the nightclubs on Halloween
for sure.
these days.
Or if you open up any Spotify
I'm
Halloween
good.
playlist.
I am.
in costume.
Yes. It's the way to do it. Oh, Lisa, do you have your time's up?
Yeah, a clock curved.
Ooh. I
Curved?
like that.
Like
curved
C-U-R-V-E.
clock. A clock
Oh.
curves. A curvy clock.
Curvy.
Oh, curve. CURVE.
Yeah.
Yeah, curve. I don't know. I don't think this is a Halloween song.
It's totally a Halloween song.
Yeah, it is.
I don't
It
feel. I
totally
don't
is.
know.
Yeah.
We don't feel that way because it's part of our
Well, now I
everyday
feel some
life.
type of way because I was thinking of a Christmas song.
That's why.
It's
Let's start
part
with
of
Connor this
every
time.
day.
Let's start with Connor.
Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
Is that even a is that a song?
Does
Yeah,
it matter?
Metallica.
It's a good
Metallica
guess.
Oh, okay.
song.
Okay, now I know. Now I know.
Oh
Again,
my
they
gosh.
started playing that at the clubs on Halloween night after I stopped going. Jeanette,
But how would you know that if you weren't there?
because you were there, and I'm
Oh,
knowing
my
now.
thing won't show up because it keeps turning. Time warp.
Okay, Jean Leclerc.
Of course.
I said rocking around the Christmas tree.
It's rocking around the horse.
It was the curves that made me think
I
around.
kept saying
Nice.
a Halloween song.
I kept talking about a Halloween song, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's
Jean Leclerc, I'm picturing you at a club on Halloween night dancing to Rocky Around the Christmas Tree now. In costume.
So
It's
funny.
great.
I was
Also,
Captain America one year.
bonus points.
Nice.
So you were Captain America?
The female version of Captain America. I had a shield and everything.
Nice.
If I
One
can
day,
find
if I had more money, I would be Captain Canada, who's a real comic book character that no one cares about or knows.
Right.
Yeah. He looks exactly like you would imagine.
Is he's like Adam from the Garden of Eden, but he's got a maple leaf?
What?
Never mind. He doesn't
Is
look
that what he
exactly
looks?
like you
Oh,
imagine.
dang. Okay.
No. Okay. Whose turn? Connor, it's your turn.
Okay.
Look away for not Connor. Thank you, Lisa.
Okay.
Okay, we may all now look.
Your distress is equal as Lisa's. Oh no.
One of the things I discovered for food on this trip, which I already knew, is that the kids' meals are nothing to scoff at in terms of value,
No.
food quality, and the amount of food that you can get.
Sit down restaurants, if there's a kid's fish dish, get it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, the kids' fish is really like nice and comes with very good vegetables.
Nice. I was thinking Woody's lunchbox, like the kids' meal there.
Oh
the,
yeah.
The half
even
grilled
at the counter
cheese.
service. But the sit down restaurants, the kids' meals are like bang.
Are adults allowed to order off the kids' menus that sit down?
I don't know.
I
I've always
do
got
all
a
the
kid
time.
with me. So
Good to know. Good to know. Connor, you ready for your clue?
Yeah. Everything me myself desires.
okay. Okay.
That's-
Everything
that-
me, myself, desire.
That's your.
I think
That's your
I know
whole
what
clue.
it is.
Wait.
That's your whole clue.
I got it though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I know. I
Okay.
think
Okay,
John,
okay.
Claire and I
Okay.
both know what it is.
Let's start with Jean and Claire.
All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey.
Okay. Jeanette,
Same. All I Want for Christmas is You. By
Okay.
Mariah Carey.
Lisa,
Same.
Connor.
You didn't
what
have
was
to
it?
say anything, Connor.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Yes, it was all I wanted.
I forgot about Christmas. I forgot about that word.
That's okay. It worked.
They
That's
got
what
it.
we knew. We
Well
got
done. Well done. All right, Jeanette, it's all you.
Okay.
All right. Oh my gosh, these Alex hand variations
Okay.
are.
Okay.
hilarious. All right, we may now look. Go. That's a movie I watched
Okay.
once and will never watch again.
I've
Too
never
disturbing.
watched it.
It's real. It's worth seeing at least once. It was just too unsettling.
What
for me.
movie?
What's that?
Pan's Labyrinth. This thing.
Oh, I love that movie. So
Oh, it's everything Guillermo does. I adore, but I can usually only watch once because it makes me so uncomfortable. But worth it.
Oh, is
'cause
that
so
what
good.
the hands are? That's what
Yeah.
The hands
Yeah,
I
that
thought
creepy
those
creature.
were Luna Lovegood's glasses.
That works too. That's a significantly less unsettling version of that. Okay. And go Ravenclaw. Caw caw. Jeanette, let's have your clue.
I'm ready. It's Cryptid Dance.
Cryptid dance.
Yes, Cryptid Dance.
Cryptid
Oh.
dance.
Oh, I've got it.
Yes,
That's
Cryptid
good.
dance.
cryptid, not cryptic. Cryptid.
Cryptid.
Cryptid. Oh.
All right. Let's start with a Jean Claire.
Monster Mash.
All right. Connor.
Monster Mash.
All right. Lisa.
Monster Mash.
I
Jeanette,
was just about. It was Monster Mash, and I was gonna say, Lisa, you better know what a cryptid is. And then Vince got in the chat. He goes, Lisa, you know what a cryptid is. I've told you a bunch of. I'm like, you better know. Like,
What is it?
know
Is
Vince,
cryptid
you
just a
should
synonym
know.
for monster?
We've had this
It's
discussion.
mythological.
Yes.
Like
monster
Bigfoot.
creature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cryptids are. Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember having conversations with you, Vince, about what cryptid is.
You should, like, by osmosis know if you're with Vince.
I know. I should just know. Also, I knew before I knew Vince.
I just found out. I've heard the word. I didn't. Now I know what it means. Here we go. All right. Jean Claire, it's your turn.
Oh, wow.
Look away. Look away if we're not a Jean Claire. Yes, do the Alex hands. Thank you. All right. We may now look. Yeah, one of my favorite songs I discovered this Halloween season was on the Halloween playlist made by Mark Andrada, who
His Halloween playlist is
I love his
epic
Halloween
and
playlist.
famous.
Yeah, from We Like Theme Parks. And I fell in love with this song not realizing that it was a parody, and it's Werewolf Bar Mitzvah from 30 Rock.
Oh yeah.
Werewolf
Yes.
Mitzvah.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I've never seen 30 Rock, but I looked up
Yeah,
the song
me either,
wanting
but
to
the
like
song's
watch.
hilarious.
Oh, the song's hilarious. It's the whole thing is that Tracy Morgan, his character, who is also Tracy Morgan, right? Is that how?
Yeah. I
So
think so.
he put out a novelty song for the Halloween season, trying to, I guess, get it to catch on and become popular. And it's Werewolf Bar Mitzvah, and it's his story about how on the night of his bar mitzvah he became a werewolf, and it's so catchy and so funny. And I'm sad that it's like only a fictional song because there's no real
Boys
music
becoming
video.
men.
Yes,
men
men
becoming
becoming
wolves.
wolves.
It's so good.
It's so good. So I highly recommend everyone listen to Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. It's an all year song. It's an all year song.
It is.
Okay.
It's very funny.
Jean Claire, let's get your clue.
Okay, this is easy. This is too easy. Paranormal Terminators.
Paranormal Terminators?
Oh, okay.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Spooky, scary. Boys
Oh, yes, I've
becoming
heard
men,
of this.
Men
Yes.
becoming wolves.
Yes.
Spooky, scary. And I think that was written. I think it might have been written by the same guy who wrote the music for Mean Girls the musical, because I'm fairly certain Tina Fey's husband wrote the music for 30 Rock, and he also did Mean Girls, which they seem to be hiding the fact that the upcoming movie is a musical based on the trailer. Weird.
That's
Like-
so. I like how they've been advertising it as a new twist by Tina Fey.
It's like the twist is it's a musical.
It's a musical. Yeah.
Like, come on. And I don't even think the song in the trailer is a song from the musical.
I think it's a movie musical, but not from the musical. Right?
Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't. I think it's a movie that was made to make
That
a
would
lot
be
of
the
money for
worst
some people.
multiverse ever.
I
I'm
know.
sorry. I don't like Mean Girls, so that's why I'm like, if I live in a world where there's more than 3 iterations of Mean Girls, I don't know that I can.
It's like High School Musical, the musical,
The
the TV
I
show.
love
Oh,
High School
God.
Musical, the
Yeah,
musical
that's-
like
series.
but it's like it's a lot to
Yeah.
hold in my
Musical is actually
mind.
pretty good.
Oh, but it's so self-aware. I didn't watch it for the longest time, just because of the title, and I had no interest. But then when I realized that it was kind of like this weird hybrid of The Office meets Glee and making fun of Disney inadvertently, it's so funny. I love it.
Yeah.
And the kids in High School Musical, the series, are significantly more talented than the original HSM kids. I stand by that. Yeah. Yeah. Granted, Corbin Blue is very talented. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, whose turn was it? What are we
Jean
doing?
Claire.
Oh yeah. What do we think? What do we think Paranormal Terminators is?
Lisa or me or who?
Ghostbusters.
Okay, one for Ghostbusters. Connor.
Banana, da-na-na-na. Ghostbusters.
Jeanette.
Same. Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it was Ghostbusters. Well done, Jean-Claire. Well done. Okay. Oh, I feel so bad for Lisa. Okay, it's Lisa's turn.
It's always a hard one for Lisa.
I know.
No, give it to Jeanette.
No, it's too late. What's done is done. There's only 2 clues left, too, because I only did 10. I didn't account for how many guesses we had. Okay, here we go. Good luck.
Wait. I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I say?
The only rule is that you can't say the words that are in the title.
Amazing. Okay.
I think we can open
We
our
can
eyes
look now, yeah. Even though I think Connor saw it.
I didn't. I
he's-
saw it coming up, but I didn't read it.
He's
Okay.
doing hand yoga or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying
I'm
all
ready.
the positions.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's hear it.
Merry Christmas in Spanish.
That is amazing.
You think you can make things hard for me, Matt?
To write this down.
You think you can make things hard for me? Well, I can burn the Senate down.
I love democracy.
I'm just gonna give everyone points. But let's hear the
You
guesses.
don't know. Some of us could be
That's true. That's
very
true.
unaware.
That's true. Okay, Jean-Claire, what's your guess?
Feliz Navidad.
Okay. Jeanette.
I will say mine in Castilian. Feliz Navidad.
Connor.
Feliz Navidad.
It was Feliz Navidad.
Which I have
I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah, as you should be. I don't know why I thought it would be difficult without accounting for someone could do exactly what you just did. And so here we are. Okay. Okay. It's Connor's turn. This is the last one of the regular round. And then I didn't come up with a bonus question. I have to in the next few minutes. Okay. Connor, here it is.
Okay.
All right. We may all look now. Lisa, you genius.
Thank you.
Yes. Prospero años and feliz. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. As a child, that was my favorite Christmas song. Just because it's so catchy.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was one specific recording of it that was probably on a cassette that we listened to in the car. Just the instrumentation was really it was very life-giving. Loved it. There were probably horns or something, and yeah, it was so good. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hey,
It's actually still a favorite. All right, Connor, let's hear your clue.
this tiny percussion lad.
Oh,
This
Cool.
tiny percussion lad is amazing.
Okay. Lisa, let's start with
Drummer boy.
you. Jeanette.
the little drummer boy.
Okay, Jean-Claire.
Little drummer boy.
Yeah, it was Little Drummer Boy.
Woohoo.
I think it should be renamed to that. Now.
I agree wholeheartedly. Let me count how many points everyone has.
Yeah, then he could have like a tambourine or a triangle or a bongo,
Yeah, really experimental
No.
era for the
xylophone even.
Yeah. There's all kinds of percussion.
The
I mean,
triangle?
it's equally as inconsiderate of a woman who's just had a newborn. All
Yeah.
of them,
Yeah.
you know.
I
This is
know.
the
Come in your room and bang on the cinch for your child.
Oh, awful.
At his own
that
personal
would
risk.
be the other child in the house. That's what they do. They just you have another older
It's a
child around a
sibling,
baby.
yes.
They just
Yes.
All right, here are our scores. We have a Jean-Claire with 9, Lisa and Connor with 11, and Jeanette with 14. Now, how many points would everyone like to wager for the bonus question I haven't written yet?
All of them. All of them.
All,
All
of them.
in.
We're all going.
Toto.
All in. Connor, are you all in as well?
All in.
Oh, wow. Okay. Here we go. Hold on.
It's like I want to give you suggestions, but that wouldn't work because I'm playing. So.
Wait, are we not looking? We're not looking, or are you doing?
No, you can look right now, Matt.
Well, you can look right now. I'm coming up with the
Oh,
with the question. Okay, here we go. So I've mentioned a few Christmas monsters tonight. I'm going to give you the name of one of them, the proper name, and I want you to tell me which monster it is that I described. Yes. So, this is a type of Christmas monster that has come up this evening. Describe this Christmas monster, the Merry Loud.
Oh. Do we just go?
okay.
Yeah, write it down. Write it down. Write down what you think this Christmas monster
Can we
is.
draw a picture of it?
Oh yeah, do that. That's more fun.
Draw
Draw
a
a picture of this
picture?
Christmas monster. Yeah, draw a Christmas. Draw a Christmas. Draw a picture of this Christmas monster.
I say
And
that
then
now.
whoever's image is closest will reign supreme.
I love my drawings.
This is so bad. I don't know why I opened my big fat mouth. This is so bad.
Obviously the moth. Oh, the Mothman. I want to go to Hamilton just to look for the Mothman.
You'll find him.
Is it the Mothman, or isn't it an offspring? Are there multiple
you gotta find
Mothmen, or
out.
is there just one? Yeah,
You got to find out.
you have to find out. You're right. Let's start with Lisa's drawing. That is shockingly close to what it is. Okay. Connor? Is that
Squiggly arms.
This is the Loch Ness Monster.
in a little hat?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Christmas.
Okay.
It's Christmas.
Christmas. Jeanette.
This is my horse that looks like a dog.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Jean
And
Claire.
it's rap battling.
I have no clue. What?
I love how Ariel is
Ariel's-
looking longingly at it too.
As it emerges
like-
from the water.
Wistfully looking at it.
Slow mo.
Well, yeah, it's the Christmas horse that rap battles people.
Oh.
Yes. So, I want to give it to Connor because of the little hat, but Jeanette did include the speech bubble for the rap battling. So I think I need to give it to
Yeah.
Jeanette.
But mine was
Okay.
the closest.
That's
Lisa's
true,
is
actually.
The horse skull. Lisa's is the skull.
That's
Mine
true.
was
Lisa's
Come
was the
on.
skull. No, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Let's give it to Lisa. Let's
It's
give it to
Lisa.
Lisa.
I was
Lisa
gonna say,
wins
Lisa
with
did the
22.
skull.
Merry Christmas.
Woo.
Hooray.
Woohoo,
Very
it's a good
early
day.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Merry
And to-
Christmas.
Merry
Merry Chrysler.
All right, well,
Very Chrysler.
thank you, friends. All right, well, with that, let's just quick go around. Closing thoughts on Nightmare Before Christmas. What do you want the world, what do you want all 9 viewers, 3 of which are my mom and then 2 cats, to know about you and this movie? Let's start with Jean Claire.
Just enjoy the entertainment value. I didn't realize it was an actual musical, and I was like, wait, I didn't realize there was so much singing in this movie.
And the music is one of the best parts of a
Yeah.
lot of great parts in a movie that, again, mysteriously I don't like, but I like elements of. Jeanette.
I just want everybody to give it a chance if you think that you don't like it or you haven't tried it yet. And if you do love it, then just keep celebrating it. And celebrate the music at very least. Like, even if you don't rewatch the movie, keep the soundtrack around because it's amazing.
Nice. Connor.
Christmas is canceled.
It's Connor's favorite part.
There it is. All right. Lisa.
Men going through midlife crisis ruin everything, including Christmas.
And Easter and Halloween.
and Valentine's Day, I'm sure.
And probably Thanksgiving if they went through that door.
Probably
I
St.
just say
Patrick's
I hate that there's a Valentine's Day door. That's ridiculous.
Cupid.
Imagine if the Valentine's Day door takes you to like the murder of Saint Valentine, and that's
I
what
mean,
that
like,
land is.
Also, is there like, I mean, that could get lewd. really quick.
So can St. Patrick's as well.
I don't know. You wear what's your St. Patrick's Day lingerie look like?
That's for you to find out, Jeanette.
Them's
I can't wait for March.
I would love to have this as like a spin-off series on Disney Plus. Like, show us all the other doors.
Yeah.
And then
Yes. Can we
let's
say
su-
that? Can we also wish for the sequels that never happened?
Yeah.
There is a parody version of What's This, but it's St. Patrick's Day. It's really funny.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Where
check
can
it
we
out.
I
find
gotta
it?
find that.
YouTube. It might have been College Humor. I think it was College Humor. Yeah, it's funny. People getting drunk. And,
that's on the watch
Jack
list.
Skellington.
That's on the watch list.
Is
On
it
the watch list for tonight. Brilliant. All right. Well, it's that time. Sign off. I'm going to full screen you. Tell everyone what you want them to know about you and your work and where to find you and all the things. Lisa's dancing. Let's start with her.
Yeah, I'm doing my squiggly arms.
Nice.
Connor inspired me.
Oh, you can't see it, but Connor's also doing squiggly arms right now.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm Lisa. You can find me here next week, and we're reviewing. What is it? Die Hard?
No, Batman Returns. It's your movie.
Oh, Batman Returns is my movie. So you can find me here next week. If you're in Toronto, Canada, and you want some theater in your life, I am producing a beautiful show called Sweeter. And if you want to get tickets, learn more about it, visit www.cahoots.ca, and you can get some cheap tickets to come see a beautiful show.
Is that the show? Is Amaka Ume is that the show that Amaka's working on?
Amaka is our assistant director.
Amaka is the best Hamlet I've seen in my life and will probably remain the best Hamlet I will ever see in my life.
If you want to see Amaka on stage, you should come to the show.
Is Amaka in it too?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Well, I'm sold.
Of the hand gesture.
Yes, okay.
Maybe.
Maybe,
Anyway,
okay.
thanks everyone. See you
Thanks,
next week.
Lisa. Woo.
Hello, I am Jeanette. On We Like Theme Parks on Thursdays. So tomorrow you should check out our new episode. We finally broke down our Halloween Horror Nights houses. We rank our houses and go into a little bit of Christmas stuff, just kind of giving you a taste before the season. And then you can catch me here during this extremely awesome month. And I guess we're Batman next week, so that's exciting. Very, very, very exciting. So I'm anxious for everything Christmas coming here.
Especially Lion in Winter.
Yes, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm very excited for that.
Yes.
Thank you, Jeanette. Okay.
Okay, so I'm Jean Claire, and you guys can find me over on Zoel's World on YouTube, as well as Being a Jean Claire. If you want to see some European travel content, that's currently what I'm really posting over there on Being a Jean Claire. And I'm going to start doing lounge play content again, just because I have like a crap ton of bags that
they're so beautiful. I'm admiring them right now. Is that a Gaston bag? Yes.
Yes. So yeah, I'm going to start doing my collection by theme. So I have the Ladies of Star Wars coming. I have the villains. I have they're not going to be just like basic princesses, like they're going to be like really themed around certain items. So it'll be interesting.
Awesome. Excited for that. So good to have you back again, Jean Claire. Ta-ta. Until next time. Woot.
Yeah, I don't have like a huge social media presence at this junction in the time space. I'm Kanban_yay on Instagram. Sometimes I post things I crochet, which is fun. Wait,
show us the duck again.
Yeah,
Oh.
It's a I forget what this kind of duck's called.
It's a mallard.
Yeah, mallard. Yeah, yeah, it's fun. I have a problem. I keep like crocheting ducks, and I might need a therapist for it, but I don't know.
How many do you have now?
Quite a few. Like 4 completed ones, I guess. And then these guys don't have limbs yet. They're just
Is the one that you made for me your first ever duck though?
Yeah.
Good.
That was a first.
Yeah, so Connor crocheted a duck for me while we were working on A Midsummer Night's Dream or Much Ado About Nothing or Merchant of Venice, whichever M play that was. And he's sitting on my dashboard in my car. So anytime I drive, I get to see Puck the duck. It's adorable. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Puck's awesome. And I don't know. Hopefully I'll come back here because this was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And,
it was fun having you. So
yeah,
you
thanks
know
for
what
having
movies would come back for Lion and Winter Week.
Yeah, I want to come back for that.
Yes,
I've
please
never
do.
never seen that movie. So
Really?
no.
Well, I
think
say
so.
that like everyone has. No one's seen that movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Well, good. We'll see you then. Thank you, Connor. Until next time,
Peace.
farewell. And this is my channel. My name is Matt. I have 2 degrees. As we've said, we're going to be continuing doing this marathon for the next 3 weeks at the very least with more unconventional Christmas movies. Next week is Batman Returns, followed by The Lion in Winter, followed by Die Hard. And then when we're into December, maybe this will continue, but I also want to do Santa Claus movies. So we'll see. One of those things will happen. But please subscribe to the channel and please watch my video of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party because it took way too long to edit and Halloween's over, but I want people to watch it. That's the end of the story. My name is Matt, 2 degrees, teacup for 1. Thank you. It's over now. How do I end this?